Developing tonight, the man accused of killing this little girl in Dallas is now charged with capital murder. The death of 9-year-old Brandoniya Bennett has left a family and an entire community devastated. Matt Howerton has a look into her life.
Hey guys, make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up.
Listen to this voice. You'll hear no hate.
Please give me a
just innocence. This is the voice of Brandoniya Bennett, a voice silenced by senselessness, a voice we won't hear anymore because of a gang shooting sparked by, according to police, this man's anger over a rap song.
Those young men stole her life. It's sad. They stole her life.
Bennett's grandmother is devastated. Wednesday night, police found Brandoniya dead inside her family's apartment, struck by a bullet not meant for her. And before that fatal shot,
I watched the way that you changed.
Investigators say Tyree Simmons, a rapper, was arguing outside Bennett's home with a rival rapper who dissed him in a song.
You gonna pull up whenever I call you.
DPD says several gang members were present and that shots were eventually fired into Bennett's home, an address police believe wasn't the intended target.
She was sitting in her house. She felt safe.
Simmons has turned himself in and now faces a capital murder charge, meaning prosecutors can seek the death penalty. And police say more could be arrested.
You stay with me.
And since this little voice can no longer speak for herself, Bennett's grandmother will have to. And she has a message for her community.
It's gotta stop. 9-year-old baby, my baby. 9-year-old. She was full of nothing but life. Nothing but life.
I think a lot of us are feeling what that grandmother is feeling right now. Tomorrow night, however, there will be a prayer gathering at the complex where Brandoniya was shot and killed. We're told that her family will be there, including her mother. A pastor leading it all is asking for a week of peace in Dallas, and he's hoping that this event tomorrow night kicks that off. At DPD Tonight, I'm Matt Howard.